So this is what we're working on today. We gotta fix this road. It's in really bad shape. And it's about a mile long. There's Mr. Excavator. And to walk it all the way up. There's the skid steer. road, about a quarter of a mile to 3/10 of a mile, and then we also got to do this road where I'm going to take this trailer in and drop it. It's tied back in here. Oh, I feel like a teenager four-wheeling in the mountains again. This is really bad right here. And here we are at the top. Alright, so here we go for what we've done for the last 5 days. We have rebuilt an old logging road and made it a driveway for 5 houses. People are driving up a rough road that was really narrow with a lot of rocks in it. We have widened it out, smoothed it out. Need some gravel in a few places. So I don't think there's been gravel put on this road in 30 years. Had to remove a bunch of bigger rock right through here. It was rough as all get out. Widen the road as much as we could right here. There was a big tree that was turned over right there, that the stump sat right there where the reflectors are. Matter of fact, there's the tree. We had to cut the tree off and dig the stump out and fill in the hole because the stump was out in the road. Coming up through here, this is the one rock we could not get out of the roadway, so we had to build the roadway up a little bit. We tried, trust me, but that rock's the size of a school bus and runs all the way across the road. There's some of the little rocks we got out. I should say littler. These rocks were all in the road. Even that big one. Having to drive across the top sudden. There's some more bigger rock we pulled out of here. There's the old power rake. There's some more bigger rock. We had to widen all this through here. All these rocks come out of the roadway. Made this all smooth and nice and widened it out. trailer. Still thinking about taking this little corner out of the rock there. Of course, I'll have to pick these two rocks back up and move them. Made us a little place to park our equipment trailers. Widen this curve a ton. It was so narrow you couldn't get a truck up through here without backing up, basically. I ain't talking about a big truck, I'm talking about a small pickup truck. Had to widen this as far as we could, but with two huge trees, had to remove a whole lot of rock in the road right here. Matter of fact, there's a couple of them. Used to be you couldn't even get a car in here without dragging. Now you can bring a truck in here and not even have to put it in four-wheel drive. Widen all this out through here as wide as we could. It was about 8 foot wide when we started, now it's about 14 foot wide. Give them a little pull-off spot, which is where I've been leaving our buckets for our equipment. Need to grade that out a little bit. Widen this right through here. It was really narrow. Narrow. Widen this probably 30 foot. Had to take out a big tree and a stump, which is right there where that shiny spot is, so we could take out this curve, because it was literally could not get around it. You definitely couldn't see if anything was coming the other way. So we made them a pull-off spot and where they could get a little wider. Widen this as far as we could. Some things you just can't control, like telephone poles. Or big trees. So what's the best solution? Gave them a pull-out spot in case something's coming. Dig out the bank and make it wider so you can go around them. The landscape guy told us thank you. That comes up here and mows. He said he hits his trailer on that tree all the time. I'm sure there's a couple more trees that we took out he probably hit too. And some things you just can't control, like telephone poles. Widen this, it was about 8 foot, now it's about 11. I only go so far with trees and banks. Had to cut out this whole corner about 4 foot because you couldn't even get a pickup truck around through here. Had to do all the ditch work up that driveway, which is probably a little over half a mile long. I'll take you up it. We finished it. This is the road out towards the lake. Here comes the rain. And we made it to about right here where I gotta start back. We scraped it a little bit just see if there's any big rocks. But I still gotta widen in a little bit. Take out some trees. Gotta take that stump out. That's right there on the bank. And pull them out of the way because they're almost in the road. And that's where we're at. Still got about half a mile to go. Thanks for watching.